What if one whispered insult could unravel a $1 billion empire of lies in the heart of Congress? A single spark ignited a firestorm that exposed the rot within. This is the story of Jasmine Crockett, the woman who turned shame into a weapon and brought a corrupt system to its knees. At 41 seconds into the hearing, Stephen Lynch leaned in with a smirk and hissed, "Go back to food stamps." But Jasmine did not flinch. She unleashed a black device that blasted $9.2 billion in stolen aid across live television. Gasps ripped through the room. Cameras locked. One slur became a national collapse. What secrets spill when you mock the survivor of your own broken system? The chamber buzzed like a trap under harsh lights. Panelists fidgeted with ties and false smiles. Jasmine sat poised, the only black woman on the committee, armed with just her voice and an unopened folio. The hearing droned on budgets and metrics until Jasmine linked the dots with cold facts. Tones shifted. Then Lynch struck. He asked, "Why do not you go back to food stamps where you came from?" Silence hit like ice. Phones lit up. No one moved. Jasmine stared through him, calm as steel. She pulled the black rectangle from her folio, red light pulsing like a warning, placed it down like a bomb. Lynch frowned. Aides whispered urgently. She tapped once. The screen erupted with encrypted files, transfers, signatures, all pointing to Lynch and LFS Holdings. $9.2 billion siphoned while food banks starved. CNN went full screen. Twitter ignited. Lynch froze, fingers twitching. Jasmine declared in a voice low and final, "You opened the door. I just walked the receipts through." A budget talk turned reckoning live and irreversible. But was that the end number? The device pulsed again, red like a war drum. Jasmine's hand hovered her silence, screaming defiance. Lynch's smirk faltered. Aides texted in panic. Cameras zeroed on her. She clicked. Screen glitched black, then flashed Project Hunger Level 7 Treasury only. Whispers swept the room. Jasmine leaned in. She said, "Let's see where the money really went." PDFs unzipped, live-off record transfers, ghost contracts, funds diverted to defense. Every page stamped Lynch. He muttered, "Shut it down." Too late. Jasmine tapped more. A grainy video appeared from whistleblower Jackson Lee. He said, "I built a filter to skim 1.5% from Snap transactions routing to LFS. Lynch authorized it." Room shattered. Chair covered her mic. Reporters bolted. Lynch paled. Jasmine eyed the camera. She said, "This is about billions vanishing while kids hungered." Protesters gathered outside. TikTok exploded with clips. She closed the folio. Screen froze on a fake invoice. Lynch sign off. She said, "Now accountability, the only one not sweating." But the storm was just brewing. What if the screen could roar secrets louder than words? It did. Veins of red text bursting Project Hunger. Aides lunged for plugs. Jasmine held steady. Files Auto opened hundreds of transfers through dummies like Midline Strategies, a Reno tattoo parlor as warehouse. Lynch signature everywhere. He stood barking. "Cut the feed." Tech hesitated. Jasmine said, "You started this with 5 words." Room pulsed alive. New map US dotted red, with shuttered food banks, billions missing. She said, "Each dot a starving family. Your prints on every dollar." Lynch stared hollow. Screen went black. Accountability mandatory. She declared restitution time. But when insults backfire, what weapon forms next? The air thickened with unspoken dread, as if the walls themselves held more hidden truths, ready to crack open. How does money vanish without a trace? Jasmine revealed, not magic, deliberate theft. New slide, LFS Holdings. No site, no office, but $9 billion in consulting. Ownership, Lynch. Campaign cash looped through shells. $273,000, $84,000, $50,000, all to LFS. She said Snap swipes triggered 1.5% skim. Invisible, but billions poured in. Gas stations billing unstocked milk churches as suppliers. Lynch said, not verified. Watermark flash Treasury audit stamped real. Jasmine sliced. You industrialize hunger for profit. No theory, just crime scene math. But numbers hide pain. What if faces told the truth? Slide shifted to victims. Dana from Ohio held a receipt for bounced formula. Can't feed my daughter, she said. Clarissa from El Paso said skip meals for them. Then a boy's voice pierced the quiet, found mom in coma. Thought she slept. Nicole died rationing insulin, snap skimmed dry. He said government promised help. Lied. Sniffles echoed. Lynch slumped. Jasmine said you stole lives. Bled mother's faith. Screen showed the boy's note, miss her, keep fridge clean. Graveyard. Not scandal. She asked. Who else signed, eyes averted? The weight of unspoken complicity hung heavy, threatening to pull more names into the light. Can a lie stand against hard paper? Lynch choked fake files conspiracy. Jasmine pulled a folder, walked to Raskin. Treasury ledger original, signed Lynch. Raskin said matches his approvals. Silence gasped. Jasmine cut. You hid it in shells, siphon snap. Greed, not error. Raskin said forged books. Proven. Lynch trembled, innocence shattered. She pressed. How deep the tunnel nation leaned in. Real unraveling began. Whispers rippled like aftershocks, hinting at a web far wider than one man. What sounds like corruption in private. Jasmine slid a flash drive in. Waveform pulsed. Hear Lynch off camera. His voice, tightened, snap, they'll get desperate. Lobbyist how Lynch laughed. Starve a little, vote our way. They blame the system. I am the system. Room erupted. Aide rushed console. Jasmine said touch it, face investigators live. Tape rolled, take the meal off her back if they play. Paused on, let them starve. She said engineered suffering, hunger as leverage. Lynch hoarse, out of context. She asked what context justifies that quiet rage amplified. Hearing became historic unraveling. The echo of his words lingered, poisoning the air like a toxin released. But was it over? Jasmine said meet Jackson Lee. Ex-cyber lead on Snap. Tablet map live red pulses. 72,000 transactions. 64% skimmed 1.5%. He said ghost scripts I wrote, then erased. $4.8 million daily to Luxembourg node SFL Lynch. She said, not hack. Design fraud. Lee said reported buried, map infected red. Still stealing now. Truth active, not passed. System looted on autopilot. The live data ticked like a bomb each second, another theft unfolding in real time. Cracks in Congress, Democrats whispered calculations. Protect seats or people. Raskin phone bury this, lose souls. Outside viral clip fueled protests, snap cards slashed red. Chants shook windows, Lynch phone buzzed, ignored. Room building country shifted. One man or whole machine on poverty. The foundation trembled, as if the entire structure might collapse under its own weight. Threats hit Jasmine's phone in the car, stop or lose your seat. Breath caught, not fear, flashbacks. South Dallas kitchen, empty fridge, mom's half-zipped purse. Shame she vowed to crush. Headlines now, her fracture or suicide. Ellis called they'll redraw maps, protect poverty for votes. 2 donors fled. Caucus timing matters. She emailed witnesses, called auditors. If they'd erase her, what else bury? Shadows of retaliation loomed, but her resolve hardened like forged steel. Smear exploded. Fox, split screens. Angry, dangerous. Lynch chaos face. Clips cropped her fire, ignored facts. Threats poured mail, DMs addresses shared. Police upped watch. She wore same blazer, grocery cart pinned, defiant. No tweets, just subpoenas. Calm director, human eyes. She said truth doesn't need soft. Lynch donors, tripled polls, spiked with resenters. But Tide curious blog, afraid of Crockett viral. Churches, flyers. Moms ask food cards. Headline Lynch stock surge. Storm chased him now. Villain making to hide lies, truth bites back. Backlash built like a gathering hurricane ready to sweep away the facade. Food banks united 80 statements, blasting machinery. Kids hungry, shelves empty. Coverage shifted. TikTok's raw fridges, bare, call her unhinged grandma, she remembered. 10 million views. Veteran pack stakes on charity cash. Calls flooded, Lynch resign. Signs, consequence, not chaos. Congress fractured Dems, distanced probed ethics. Jasmine showed packed gallery, everyday witnesses. Envelope down, truth unfinished. Silence breaks with evidence. What ghosts rise next? Forgotten echoes stirred, demanding to be heard at last. 2 weeks hunting, Carla Hastings vanished, ex-aide. Found in Vermont library, guilt heavy. File of victims cracked her. Envelope 2017 memo Lynch sign-off routing to LFS as innovation. Uploaded raw to archives. Permanent. Lynch stormed press no knowledge. Cracked when signature matched. Jasmine watched house tear. Carla gone but named free. Party abandoned him. Ghosts force truth. Present can't lie. The past clawed back, refusing burial any longer. Demand special session live. Lynch under oath. Network scrambled. Viewers sense blood. He stiff eyes darting. Jasmine still purpose sharp. Listed dates, dollars, family starved. Blame staff misalignment. She said you signed authorized reports. Folder his emails approving. Greed, not stunt. He's silent story now. Who crumbles under lights. Lynch did tear sliding, caught forever. His facade shattered in slow motion, vulnerability exposed for the world. Headlines merciless fall, frame by frame. Caucus stripped him. Donors froze. Voters sold my faith. Protesters quiet shame. You stake we skipped. Jasmine podium, steal, trust bankrupt, all. His office sealed vacant, no calls back. Defeat whispered. Victory, or dam's first crack waters, surged behind, threatening a flood of revelations. Reckoning town by town. Bus tour, no slogans, just listening. Chicago lines, pawned rings, split lunches. Atlanta gym, dignity, not handouts. Dallas letters, hunger described. Memphis church, failed you didn't. Viral salutes. Media stunt, kept moving. CNN, steal hope. Off-cam holds, see you. Mirror to forgotten. Envelope on bus, treasury memo 2018, irregularities, brief. Lynch buried. What if warned, ignored? Hearing reconvened. She read, failed to act, millions hit. Room deflated, confirmation. Memo recorded, let kids starve anyway. House vote 312 to 123 for DOJ probe. Mandate historic. Jasmine eye cameras responsibility. Steps line survivors. Strategized, not screamed. Family watched, believed, seen. One voice, inward gaze. Reflections deepen, challenging the soul of a nation. Lynch resigned, pre-dawn envelope. No fanfare. DOJ confirmed theft. Jasmine at old store, childhood aisles, keypad ghosts. Touched, no shame. Returned work, evolving fight. Justice begins, remembrance. Echoes of the past fueled her forward march. White House summit, heavy invite. East room, hers. About people. Froze room. Snap as survival, named Tanya Marisol. Faces screen, grit real. Demanded honor. Official. Not museum anymore. Emails flooded, protections now. Act named her transparency. Bipartisan audits. Justice in light. Voice rewrites power. Her words etched new paths, reshaping the narrative forever. Camera breath, not clap. Studio alone, told go back, went forward. Photo mom 1993, steady hands. Swipes decide worth. They matter. Screen stories, cries, greens, fridges fed. Black go forward, bring millions. Letters 22 million rely. What say to go back? Flooded comments, survivors shared. Nation thunder from whisper. Dallas checkout, dignity. Reclaim table for all. Lynch lit fuse. She exposed, voiced, silenced. Time speak for unheard. If you've ever lined up to buy milk with Snap, this story is yours. Jasmine didn't take down Lynch. The voices that were starved did. Like, share, subscribe, Mr. Truth Stories. Forgotten headlines, silence ends. Hit bell, truth rewrites next. Jasmine journey part stayed. Comment. Outgrow injustice together. Dramatized, inspired, real struggles. Characters, dialogue. Fictionalized commentary, education. Not defame, mislead. Inspire reflection, awareness. Thanks watching. Truth ongoing.